Hello YouTube, Ronan Kazi here with something different. Happy Valentine's Day to the folks here that celebrate that. Diablo Immortal. I wasn't in the first Diablo. I played a little bit of the second Diablo, but Diablo 3, I played quite a bit of Diablo 3. So I've heard a lot about Diablo Immortal. I've heard a lot of horrible things because it's a pay to win. When you're an adult and you have a job that you spend a lot of time at, you don't mind pay to win, so to speak, because it makes up for the time you're at work. I also understand if you don't have a job and you're at a certain age that, it seems patently unfair that you, no matter how hard you try, someone's going to come in and just pay to win. What I can tell you about most games that are not tab-based or, not where you don't have to select a target, it doesn't matter if someone has the best gear in the world. If they can't aim and shoot, they're not going to beat you, no matter what it is, pay to win or whatever. Furthermore, if they have bad tactics, they're never going to win, even if they have the best gear. I think I've showed that over on the channel where I do a lot of Division 2 stuff. So I'm rekindling an old love kind of on this stay. There's some other things that kind of didn't force me to do this, but also kind of came to light. So Destiny 2, one of the lead developers, blogged out a 5,000-word blog about how the game, in my words, not his words, sucks, and they need to improve it. It's too repetitive and it's too easy. I'll tell you this about Destiny 2. I haven't played it in a long time. Seems kind of fresh. But if I'm doing the weekly grinds, I'm sure for those people who are doing the weekly grinds, that's one of the reasons I stopped playing it. I wasn't a big guy that wanted to do a lot of raiding. I just want to do, real world content, have some other open world. But nice thing about Destiny 2 is I'll have open world events that kind of happen and you can get decent gear. But they're revamping that game. So they got at least 2 big patches that are going to come before it's going to kind of get settled in on its where they want it to be. So why am I going to suffer through that? Division 2, so I was going to make a video how much I love the Division 2. Logged into it, immediately went to help someone saying, oh yeah, I like shepherding. I've made level 99 in 2 of the last seasons, and I was promptly kicked out of the game, which is normal for the Division. I didn't get kicked out after that, but I'm going to get kicked out once almost every day. Updating my graphic drivers, all that stuff ahead of time. Just, that's the Division 2. Furthermore, in the Division 2, I ran into just whatever horrible stuff. I love the Division 2. It's a great game, but it has its problems as well. Both these games, Destiny 2 and the Division 2, are older games. Division 2 is not quite as old, but the franchises are old. Heartland, or whatever it's called, is coming up, which I'd be interested in that. I don't know if it's like a modern combat kind of thing or whatever. Here I'm getting a new skill. I was a monk. What I liked about, let me come back to Diablo. What I liked about Diablo 3 was a time in my life where I had divorced my wife, and I would have my sons with me, and my youngest son and I decided to make 2 characters. If you die, it's over. And we ended up going all the way up and finishing the game together. It was kind of one of those father-son kind of things. And I'm a little bit sentimental about that, so it made me feel good. So it always will have a special place in my heart. So I started off as a rogue, and you can see me, as a monk. You can see me going through there. It's pretty, the controls are slick, worked on my phone, probably would work on my iPad, probably would work on my other pad. I don't know if it works on a computer, I doubt it, but it works on my mobile devices. The other thing I liked, it was easy for me to make a video. I just recorded. There's a lot of hassle with that stuff. And I'm recording my audio while I'm looking at the video, which is primo. So there's a lot of things that are nice about it. Am I giving up on those other games? No. I'm not giving up on them, but it's just tedious when the season for the Division 2 is supposed to start and doesn't start. That's first world problem, right? But where am I going to spend my time? I will tell you this, one development in the Division 2, I finally made a red build, but it's not what you think. And it's a pretty decent build for me in the gameplay I like. And so I have to optimize it, but when I get optimized, I'll share it with everyone. It's not like a build that you normally see. Maybe there's people that make the builds out there that they've already done it, but I don't see a lot of people playing a build like this. So that's coming down the pipe. So Diablo Immortal, some of the things I've read about it, but just in my feed that, you know, it's pay to win at the end and someone spent $1,000, right? I'm not one of those people. Is it going to be a little bit grindy? I imagine, but that's all these games are a little bit grindy. So here I'm just equipping the new stuff I find. And so I think if you've looked at my other channels or my other videos, you know that I'm going to tell you that the gear, while it makes some difference, it's really your strategy that makes difference. Okay, now I'm sitting down. Now Roxy jumped on me. Now Caesar jumped on me. Jesus. And now here comes Macy. I still owe the Docs video. Oh, I caused all this. Sorry, everyone. So, doing a little Diablo Immortal. Loved the game for a while for a lot of personal reasons. It was, Diablo 3. So I'm giving Diablo Immortal a try. Destiny 2, they just came out that there's a new, you know, they want to make the game better, and I'm all for that. But why do I got to suffer while you're figuring that out? And the Division 2, same thing. Why do I got to suffer while you guys are figuring it out? So I'm going to be all over. I'll still do divisions. The one thing that Division 2 does, Roxy, the one thing the Division 2 does that's horrible, they punish you if you miss any of those manhunts and you miss some of that loot they drop. You know, you never get it again. So I will not make that mistake. I'm going to squirt somebody. The people on this channel are going to hear about squirting. So I appreciate everyone that's liked all the videos. I tried to do a lot for you during the Super Bowl. And I appreciate everyone. If you could like, subscribe, comment, helps. I appreciate it. Always trying to give you new, fresh content and hopefully new takes. Thanks again, everyone. Talk to you soon.
Let my feet unleash the sky pure. Under the vast expanse, all things are one.